Welcome to Let's Unpack This Sis. I'm Sasha.
And I'm Sierra. We're sisters who don't always agree, but we always keep it honest.
In this episode, we're letting you into who we are, what this podcast is all about, and a little sister game to kick things off.
All right, so let's talk about us growing up, how we're the same, how we're different.
Yeah, so two sisters, one house. We had mom and our stepdad, who we called our dad. I mean, our parents got divorced when we were like 4 and 3 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and yeah, I think you've said before, like, didn't feel like we grew up in like a divorced home. Like our stepdad was really our dad.
Yeah. And we went through some stuff growing up. I never felt like we went through, as far as like our parents' sake, like things they did to us, things just happening. And we just were caught in the repercussions of a lot of things. And I think a lot of that just made us, like, we went through the same things, but we ended up really different. So, like we talked about before, school. We were different in school. You were much more academic based, and I was more athletic based. And I know you laugh at me for that. But
Only because I was an athlete too.
I know
But
you went
yeah,
to
you
state.
were just way better than me.
I didn't
Faster.
say better, didn't you? You went to state your freshman year.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive. And then you went to state the next year too. Didn't you go twice?
I don't think I actually qualified. I think the second year I just went. I don't honestly remember. So
I don't know either. I feel like our coach just brought it because I went my freshman year, but I didn't go. I like just
yeah,
he just
went
brought it.
along
And then
an alternate or something.
yeah, and I think we went to breakfast with him. We were the only like non-athletes, so we were the ones that got up early and went to breakfast. I remember
Yeah.
that now. Um,
Yeah.
but I think we both had strengths in both areas. Like you were a really good athlete and but you were like more of a 4.0 student.
Yeah.
And I was also qualified in that GT realm of things, but I only did school or well because I knew I had to get to college and because it was the only way I could play sports.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say I could dribble a ball better than you. Your eye-hand coordination is a mess.
Yeah. Hey, but I almost was on varsity, or no, I sat for a few varsity volleyball games. You have to have hand eye for that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I was not a good softball player
Oh, I didn't even
at
try
all.
that. I don't think I would be either. But a basketball, except I was just scrappy. I don't really think you could
Yep.
say I was good at basketball. I just had some speed
Yeah.
and was not afraid to
Well.
piss people off or get like this. I was like a totally different person for basketball season, and then it was like a breath of fresh air for track season.
Yeah.
But and then when we talk
Yeah.
about academics, we talked about Miss Wright. You were
Yep.
teacher's pet in there.
I was not even just because I was her courtier for like a minute. But yeah.
She did look
Um,
pretty.
but yeah, I mean, I like to read. So there's that. And science is interesting to me. So those were the things that kind of kept me going academically.
Well, I hated science. I remember Carden told me, he told our whole class, if you don't want to take science in college, like take these classes. And if you don't
Mhm.
do, then take these classes. And I was like, sign me up. What do I have to take in high school so I never have to take a class like this again? It's not for me. I'm like math. I did like
Yeah.
chemistry, but I think it's because it's really mathy.
Yep. Definitely. But yeah, I would say we had each other through high school. We definitely fought. But I don't know sisters that don't fight. So
I do think it's like we've talked about this a lot of how different we are and growing up in the same. But then when we take personality tests, our personalities are similar.
yeah, we'll have to do the Enneagram thing again because I don't remember what I am. Am I the same as you?
You're the same as me. Me and you are a two,
Uh-huh.
which is the helper.
Yes, that's right.
So we care much about the needs of others before ourselves.
Yeah. The other thing that's funny that I have been thinking about more, like, through parenting and stuff like that is, like, how I was parented, and, like, I honestly don't really remember. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't say, like, what kind of parenting style did your parents have? Like, I don't know, like, I had punishments and consequences, like, I got grounded.
I feel like we just respected. I just didn't want to let them down. I think that that was my biggest thing with our parents. But I do remember a lot of being parented. And when I'm parenting, I feel a lot like, oh, that's a mom thing. um, and then I respect, Kyle and I talk about it a lot with our like co-parenting. Um,
Mhm.
is that what you call when you're not divorced? Is it still co-parenting? Right? It is, right?
Yeah, yeah, 2 parents, yeah.
But what I really respect is if mom disciplined us in a way or let us do something that Rico didn't agree to,
Mhm,
he always addressed it in private. Like they never
mhm.
disagreed in what they were communicating to us in front of us.
Yeah,
And I respect that a lot. And I try to bring that into my parenting.
yeah, same, like, we're on the same page, we're doing this.
Yeah. And if we're not, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what you can expect in this podcast is
Yeah,
agreeing to disagree and unpacking maybe some of the traumas that we've been through that we haven't really actually talked about, especially
yeah,
traumas with each other.
yeah,
Our different mindsets and our take on motherhood because I think that is very different.
mhm.
So yeah, fun stuff coming at ya.
Should we play Who Is?
Yes, sister
Alright.
edition. You want to explain it?
Yeah, each sister is gonna take turns reading from the list and answering with our gut, including some commentary and memory sharing. Alright,
Boom.
number 1, who is more emotional?
Sierra.
Sierra.
Who forgives first? Sierra.
Sierra, for sure. And who is more sarcastic? Sierra.
Sierra. That's how I forgive. Um,
Uh,
who gets over it faster? Sierra.
Sierra.
Yeah, I already forgot.
Who's who schedules their life around their husband's needs? Sierra.
Sierra. Yeah, we talked about
Yeah.
this one. You do in like bigger ways.
Yeah, like I'm staying at home right now because Cole is deployed, and so I'm taking a career pause for the moment. So yeah, had to move that around. But day to day, definitely you have to move your schedule around more frequently, like every 6 weeks, like we were talking about for
Yeah.
your
Every 6
husband's
weeks
alternating
or
schedule.
trainings or like even my workout schedule is around his. Like sometimes I work out
Hmm.
at 5 p.m., but then when he's able to work out, he can't work out till the 6:15 class, and that is a struggle bus with these kids. But
Yeah.
we make it happen because it's what matters is spending time together. So,
Yeah.
all right, who's more likely to start a deep convo at 1 a.m.?
Sierra.
Sierra.
Probably when we used to stay up until 1 a.m.
Yeah, I
We
don't
should.
know how people do that anymore.
Who believes
Who?
in gentle parenting more?
Sasha.
Sasha. Yeah.
For sure.
You want to do this one?
Who gives the realest marriage advice?
I mean,
Sierra.
we both do. Oh, come on.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know because we don't really talk about our marriages. And it's
Yeah.
like that saying, well, that's not the saying. I've talked about this a lot recently with like random people that when you meet someone new or if you have certain people in your life, you tend to like talk about something negative to connect.
Mm. Hmm.
And then I don't know, with us, sometimes we call each other in happy moments, like, I'm just having a good day, thought I'd say hi. But mostly it's, I'm about to lose my mind.
Yeah.
I just feel like our marriages are healthy and going well, and that we just
Yeah.
need advice in this time. Or maybe I just forgot.
Yeah. And I don't think we're quick to, or at least I'm not, like, to give marriage advice, like, unsolicited. I don't know. It's been an interesting dynamic even in, like, my friendships of, like, talking about marriage and things like that. Yeah, because
Well,
everybody's marriage is different.
it is, and Kyle and I learned when we went to our marriage counseling before we got married that they gave us like three pieces of advice and they come up at different, I can't tell you them all three right now, but one of them was not to talk ill of your marriage.
Yeah.
And I don't think like sister talk is
Mhm.
necessarily counted in that, but I do think that it's like something to keep sacred.
Mhm.
And I mean, both of you and I, when things are like rough or we're having a bad day, we do that. And we make sure to like, I don't feel like we're like marriage gossipers. I feel like we're like, this is the problem. Help me through it. Or what do you think? Or am I crazy? I think we both say that a lot. Am I crazy?
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I think we're both even there then.
I think the thing that is interesting too, that I always remember when if I am having a rough patch or if there is like an argument that came up or something like that, that as a friend or a sister, like I'm not going to forget the thing that you said, like you may forgive and forget and move on, but a lot of times it's harder for the friend to forgive,
Yeah.
forget, and move on. So you have to kind
Especially
of,
with a sister who holds a grudge.
yeah, exactly. Like, I'm going to remember what you said.
Yeah.
So,
I agree with that.
um, yeah, but that's our jobs, right? I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. So, okay. Who rage cleans and who keeps a journal? Do you journal anymore?
When I'm like in my lowest points.
Yeah. Yeah, always want to be a journaler. I bought one of those like every day for 5 years journals or whatever.
Hmm.
Such a great idea. Like you just like write down like a little snippet to remember. That lasted like a day or two. Like
Kyle
I
and I
wanted
did
to
one of
be
those
a journaler.
couple ones for 3 years, and it's the
You
same
did?
prompt for 3 years,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
we did commit to that. But yeah, I'm like you. I like
Yeah.
write them and
Yeah.
think. But if I'm like in a really low point and like overthinking, when I'm getting those like overthinking, uh,
Hmm.
I journal to get it out of my brain.
Yeah, that definitely does help. I have, yeah, that's probably when I've used the journal the most too, when I just like can't, I'm stuck on something and I can't get it out. But I prefer rage clean. What about, we just talked about this, that you don't actually rage clean, but you rage decluttered this weekend.
I don't clean. I'm not the best. I suck at cleaning.
I do
Um,
too.
but I rage throw away. And it doesn't
Hmm.
just have to be toys. I like rage just one toy will piss me off and then everything's in the trash. Cry first on air.
Sierra.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%. Am I not crying already? Okay. Now I have a couple more because I think we have
Okay.
time. It doesn't tell me the time, but let's do it because it's fun. Okay. Who is more introverted?
Introverted. Yeah, definitely me.
Okay, I want to talk about this though.
Okay.
Because when we think about how many friends you have versus how many friends I have, and when we think about you are in a sorority and that is like my nightmare, it doesn't match.
That is true.
But I don't know, I'm like a closet introvert.
Well, right, being an introvert is like how you rest, right? So I rest by being away from people. But as I've gotten older, somebody sent me like the 7 types of rest. Have you ever seen that before?
Mm-mm.
It's like, because I feel like in motherhood, a lot of times I've just been like, I need more sleep. And then I get more sleep and it doesn't really help. And so I saw this 7 types of rest, and I can't recite all of them for you, but social rest is one of them. So, and that's either being around people or not. And I have kind of leaned into social rest in going out and like being with other people, which I think is just a necessity in motherhood.
I do think that like motherhood changes that because
Mhm.
I am. Well, for me, I need that social rest. I didn't know that that was a thing. But I need that a lot. But when I think about one of the times where this was like something true for us, was right after Rico died. And
Hmm.
all of your friends came. Like you had
Yeah.
like a wash of people, and I would lock myself in the room. Like if you had someone walk in the door, I left and went and laid in mom's bed. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to be around anybody.
Hmm.
And that was one of our opposites I saw. I haven't thought about that in years. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now that
Yep.
I'm surrounded by people all the time, I'm like on that on max. Okay, who is more go with the flow?
Me,
Sasha,
Sasha.
for sure. Okay, who is more likely to read self-help books versus listen to true crime?
So I think we decided that I would read a self-help book because I did have a period of time where I was into those. And you're a true crime junkie.
I just puts me to sleep. Just love it. But it has to be good. Like I just watched a really good one, and then the
Hmm.
one after it, I like couldn't get into. So
Hmm.
okay, I think that's it. No, who laughs at their own jokes? Sasha.
Sasha. Can't help it. I'm a funny lady.
Um. Oh wait, no, I had a good one. Who's more boho and who's more sporty?
I'm more boho.
I'm
Sasha's
definitely
more boho, and Sierra is more sporty.
so go.
Okay.
Do you, when you're focusing, do you like noise or silence?
I need like a background noise.
Can I have words?
Yeah, but low enough that like I can't really hear it. Like I used to when Cole was deployed last time, like kind of before kids, and it was just always quiet. I would always have the TV on in the background just for like noise. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm both.
Yeah.
I don't know. And like in the classroom, I have to have music when I'm in my classroom by myself, but
Hmm.
when all the kids are making noise, I like lose my mind.
Yeah.
So. Okay, last one.
I'm very sensitive. Okay.
Who's more likely to accidentally offend someone?
Sierra.
Yeah.
Definitely on accident.
Definitely on accident. And you know when I do it, I will think about it for years
Yes.
to follow. I'll like hyper
Hmm.
focus on it and think I'm a terrible person for the rest of my life. All right, well, that was fun. I think we know
That was
each
fun.
other a lot better than I was anticipating.
Yeah.
Let's get into reframing something. Um,
Hmm.
let's talk about sisterhood and like what's a stereotypical like thought of sisterhood versus how we've had to change that mindset as we've grown up.
Well, I think like raising my girls now, I just hear like, oh, they'll be best friends. Oh, they'll be best friends. And for me, I feel like we definitely had periods where we were really close, but I think we were different and we argued and we fought a lot. And I genuinely think that the best parts of our relationship came later, like when we were on different trajectories instead
Mhm.
of like the same, like high school, sports, college, all of that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Um I think that there's this like I don't know the right word. Like this typical thought that sisters are supposed to be best friends all the time. And we've grown up with seeing sisters in our family that like don't speak to each other
Yeah.
um or we've gone through moments where sisterhood is not easy. Um but I think that it's just growing pains. Like I think that sisterhood is that like you are my best friend, but sometimes I hate you.
Yeah. I mean, I think that that is what grounds a good relationship, right? Like you're able to be your authentic, most real self with somebody who is not going to change the way they feel about you,
Yeah.
even though that may involve like being upset with each other or not agreeing with each other, but it's only because we really do care about each other.
Okay, and
And
then
we
I
just
go
handle
accidentally
things
offending
differently.
you or thinking I offended you. I don't mean the word hate. That was a bad word. I teach my kids that that's a yucky word. Sometimes I'm mad at you.
You could never hate me, I know.
I know, I couldn't.
But yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but just like I think of our relationship as a rubber band, and it's just that like we're stuck together, and I would think it would take an extraordinary thing to break it, and I don't intend on that ever happening. But definitely, like as we have gone out into adulthood, there have been times when we've been super close to each other, and then there's times that we have grown and changed at different times, and it kind of strains that or stretches that rubber band. But we always come back together. So that's kind of how I think about sisterhood now more. Like we're kind of are anchoring each other and staying in this family together forever and ever. But we are different. We experience different things. And that's kind of what made you want to start this podcast is thinking about people who are different from you and why they think that way. And I just wanted to be a part of it so I could spend more time with you.
My gosh, you just like read my mind. I was like, I'm gonna bring this back to why we're doing this. And it
Yeah.
is, it's sister, we're doing this for our sisterhood. Like, I
Mm,
don't know where it's going or what the purpose of it is, but I've wanted to do a podcast or write a book or something to get my story out, but I never want it to be like poor me.
yeah.
It's more just this is how I've handled things. Tell me how you would do it different, or maybe helping change someone else's perspective. I don't know, but I don't know. I just this calling to reach more people. I already have a ton of third graders. Um, and then when I brought it up to you, because I don't know, I think mom and I had just had a like different perspective conversation, and
Hmm.
although I need like a social rest afterwards, I love them because I just love being educated. And and then I love how we brought it up because I was like, yeah, I've always wanted to start a podcast because I just want to know why people or what's going on in people's brains. And you're like, well, we should do one because we don't think the same.
Yeah. I'm most excited for when we are gonna read some books because although you're not the reader, I am the reader, but there's like a few coming down the pipeline that I'm excited for us to read and talk about like
Well,
how we
the
feel.
second one that you told us to read, I haven't read either. Don't get at me. But the second
I
one that
haven't
you
either.
told me to read just got brought up in my college class last night. And I was like,
Oh,
oh, thanks for bringing that back in my brain. But so I think it'll be a good one. I'm going to probably
fun.
listen to them.
Hey, it's still reading. I think it's still reading.
As a reading teacher, it is not. But,
You're right.
um, but yeah, I think that we're like sisterhood being together is the ultimate reason that we're here. And then just really to show that we can not agree on things and still love each other. Like we can
Hmm.
still have different opinions. We can communicate those opinions in different ways. I'm curious if any of these conversations will have a 3-month cutoff for us, like some in the past have. But hopefully not. I think we're mature enough now.
I think so too.
So thanks for listening. I'm excited for our next episode. It is Soft Life or Side Hustle, and I'm really excited to talk to you about this one because you've done both. And
Yeah.
dive deep.
And yeah, and I feel like I'm kind of like split. I don't even know. Soft life side hustle. What am I even doing right now? Who knows? We'll find out next episode. And we want you guys to like, subscribe, and follow us everywhere. Leave us a review. Let us know what you think.
Be on the lookout for our new segment of Cis Mail. We want to hear from you guys and get some submissions about your experiences in motherhood, marriage, and all the messes that we'll be talking about. So thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.